Hello, my name is Michelle, and I am your Ayurvedic wellness consultant. For today, we are going to be talking about the heart, in particular, the heart as the seat of consciousness in the body. In Ayurveda, we understand that the heart is the location of prana or life force where our consciousness lives. While continually taking in used deoxygenated blood and giving back fresh, life nourishing blood to the whole physiology, the heart is an instrument of consciousness that processes all of our experiences and emotions. In biology class, we learn that the clinical function of the heart is to be constantly mechanically beating, always ready and capable of slowing down or speeding up based on rest or exertion. In Ayurveda, we learn that beyond the heart's physiological functions, it is the container that holds the qualities of consciousness and connects with the unified field. Clinically, Ayurveda sees the heart as one of three major junction points in the body, responsible for maintaining the other two marma points of brain and urinary bladder. In addition to its clinical function as an incredible machine that beats almost once a second from conception to death, it is also the home, the true emotional, spiritual center of our consciousness. The brain is simply the office of the body where planning and coordinating occur. The heart is where our consciousness meets and joins with the body's digestive fire, its various tissues and organs, as well as the food we eat, the air we breathe, our five senses, our intellect, our emotions, and our actions. Protecting the heart means preserving ojas and avoiding mental stress. Ojas is the finest product of all the tissues, the most subtle aspect of the body that gives rise to good health, totaling just 8 drops that sustain life and reside in the heart. Ojas can be created and maintained in the heart by eating at the right time, eating the right amount, not eating before the prior meal is digested, maintaining Agni or digestive fire that properly digests food, eating meals with attention and calm rather than multitasking, doing work, or watching television, and eating sattvic wholesome foods, including things like oats, rice, wheat, organic fruits, and milk, honey or ghee, almonds, etc. Ojas can also be enhanced and refined by being mindful of what we watch on TV, read, listen to, talk about, and engage in. One of the most beautiful concepts about the heart is that its purpose or action, known as karma, is found in balance. Essentially, the heart gives and takes in equal measure. When we choose to participate in activities, eat food, and think thoughts that cultivate the sattvic qualities of the heart, namely balance, charity, and kindness, we rejuvenate the heart, supporting it in maintaining the body in radiant health. Essentially, we get back what we put in. Ayurveda reminds us that to deal with stress, anxiety, anger, fear, and other negative emotions, we can choose to absorb the higher values of consciousness by meditating daily. Through meditation, the heart drinks in the values of Samhita consciousness, including balance, bliss, and wholeness, becoming nourished, rejuvenated, and stable in its functioning. As a result, the Antara Jnana, or internal sight, known as intuition, which is received from the field of absolute consciousness, becomes your knowledge, which is mistake-free. By meditating daily, we remain connected to this insight and those qualities, gaining the ability to choose how to respond to external stimuli, becoming less reactive. Our heart is deeply affected by the thoughts we have in response to sensory inputs, more than by the experience or environment itself. If our perception of a dark alley or a snake in the grass gives rise to thoughts that are fearful, then those fear-based thoughts influence the heart. If our perception of someone cutting us off in traffic leads to anger, those thoughts create emotions that affect the heart greatly. If instead we act from the unified field of consciousness, our heart leads the mind to not react in fear or error. Thus, while our heart is a physical organ with specific clinical aspects that can be described, detailed, measured, and quantified, it also has spiritual, ephemeral qualities that imbue it with strength and vitality, like love and intuition. The heart knows things beyond the mind because it is intimately connected to the field of absolute consciousness through prana, life force masquerading as breath in the body. In Ayurveda, we understand that our heartbeat, the marriage of prana with chemically induced muscle movement, is actually the reverberations of absolute consciousness, which are the sounds of total knowledge or Veda, springing forth from the unified field. From the heart is where we experience a level of feeling and knowing that is deeper than the thinking mind. When the heart knows something, it does so without the help of the thinking and analyzing that the mind does. Our heart has a capacity grander and more significant than just its physical work. Rather, the heart's life-giving potential extends into the spiritual and metaphysical realm, where it can provide total healing and radiant health. To conclude, there is a Peruvian concept called Ani, a form of reciprocity, where when someone calls for help, they will repay the kindness by doing a similar work. This idea of reciprocity in taking and giving that exists in various cultures mirrors the action of the heart, which takes in deoxygenated blood and gives back freshly oxygenated blood in equal proportion, continually without stopping. What a blessing the heart is, that it gives so continuously and takes back what has been used. When our own lives, our society, and our collective consciousness mirror this reciprocal action of the physical heart, we experience a life that is in harmony and balance, unbounded and healthy. Thank you.